All season long, most notably a double-digit Gators in white, the Salukis in maroon. We are underway here at the O-Dome in Gainesville. Defense has been improved so far this year. There's a drive. The man I just mentioned, Ndiba, he can't connect. Offense, familiar names. Elijah Martin, a key transfer from Florida Atlantic, part of that Final Four squad a couple of years ago. Many of the other stats look impressive, but they're shooting under 30 from three. You know they're better than that, and that's exactly how to get stripped. A loose ball, and the scrum is won by Florida. Ahead of the pack, it's Condon, and the Aussie banks it home.
What a great
shot clock under 5. Baseline, desperation heave, and the rebound torn away by Chinyelu. So Major League, and this is a program that has a tremendous tradition over the years. Condon gets it down low with a lefty feathery touch.
This is one of Scott Nagy's fears. He doesn't know exactly what kind of team he's got offensively from a shooting perspective.
Here is Clayton, the all-conference guard. Clayton, rise and fire from 15.
I talked about his two-point shoot.
And there's plenty of moves, plenty of shots in that bag. Deep three on the way. That's a young man they've got to get going at Southern Illinois. Back to the promised land, the NCAA tournament where they've been to several over the years. That's a nice, strong take.
All right, Southern Illinois is going under these ball screens. They are daring Florida to do just that.
Condon from long range. One of the reasons why so many are high on this team. Bottled up in the trees and still get. Martin has to pull on the brakes, and then Hauk gets fouled on a reach-in.
Now the SIU defense is switching. They've got a bunch of the same looking kind of guys defensively.
Try to get as many players in as you can, which is that much more difficult with a mid-major.
He was talking to us today. He had to
shooting the basketball. They just couldn't defend anybody. Clayton on a desperation heave.
Elijah Martin, 15 in white, brings a defensive presence on the perimeter Florida really hasn't had, but he got crossed up that time.
Clayton drawing a double team, drives anyway and left it short. He beat the double.
Well,
Hauk to Clayton, swing into the corner. It's Aberdeen. Instant offense off the bench, and then Hauk.
So there is improvement there.
When you mentioned Elijah Martin, that's part of what he brings as a perimeter defense.
Is covered up. Aberdeen getting beat.
Clayton passed up the first, pulls the trigger on the second. Hauk
29% from the arc, 5 games in.
And 2 for 9 so far tonight.
In the first half.
Yes. Gave them great minutes as a freshman. There's a little leaner the perimeter right now for the Gators. Aberdeen gonna have to create something here. Desperation heave, rims off, and a nice spot.
They are not switching. And I think maybe that's gotten Florida, caught them a little bit off guard. Too many guys trying to score off the bounce.
Aberdeen, block foul called. Footer off the mark, an offensive rebound. Gators don't give up many. That three is short, and there's Martin.
He was with Florida's ability to rebound from the guard line. They are daring Hauk to shoot that.
And Hauk, what a valuable player, what a great find out of a small town near Amish country in Pennsylvania. It's valuable on this team. He still needs to be a major weapon behind the arc. Gators continue to be almost a travel. Shot clock at 5, and that three is left short. But out of bounds to the Salukis, under 10. Ordinarily, this is a team that likes to play up-tempo. They haven't been able to do it. 2 seconds left. Another desperation heave.
Good
nice hands by Aberdeen. Gators with numbers. 4 on 3. Richard left it short. Condon there. No.
They're a new-look club.
Of course, Coach Byington coming from James Madison. What a job he did last year. Chip athletes to perform. Nice move that time by Aberdeen.
Well,
against Texas A&M in the SEC tournament. Alley-oop pass to Condon, who rips the rim down.
Catch that.
And then a double swat on the other end. Gators in transition. Or Gators have their largest lead. And Southern Illinois looks like
Those paint touch things.
Martin, nifty move. Elijah Martin, who tears down another rebound. What a luxury to have the amount of bigs that they do have.
Uh-oh.
There is
Martin, 3-ball.
Sets up Hauk. He delivers from down. Salukis desperately need a bucket to stop the bleeding. They won't get it here. Alley-oop pass. That was a little inside, but into a double team. Now the kick out. Strong move to the basket. Off the mark for Diba.
Of number ones.
Wait, that time got stripped though. Got his pocket picked cleanly. Strong take on the other end and somehow sneaking it. Down low, Alexis. Alexis bottled up into the corner. 3 on the way, and it's drilled. He knew at some point a lot of guys would snap out of that funk, and they have snapped out in a big way here of late. Lavchar. Hauk left alone. Hauk delivers! 7 threes for the Gators. Tough shot. There. He said it's in the middle of nowhere. About 20 minutes from Amish country. I said, did anybody other than you come show up to do one of Thomas Hauk's games? Clearly, it's our influence. Need him to heat up in the second half for sure. Martin.
As that you're going to throw it down in there too, and you know the Hunter Dickinsons of the world. You know, a guy that can score.
Teams playing in some interesting tournaments here coming up, including the Florida Gators. Deep 3 on the way to Nets.
Better serve to give it up, get it back.
Coming up on 30 seconds to play in the half. Needed them, and that time tremendous defense got tied up by Davis. And leading the pack is Diva.
Suffocated them in the first 20 for the most part.
That would not qualify as a
better performance.
Wide open 3, knocked down.
Feet of him.
So if you go back to the end of the first half, it's actually a 9-0 Saluki run. Shot clock at 2. Martin going to have to create. How about a running hook shot? Up top, Hensley. Probing, leaning, and banking it off the window and in.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if
to the end of the first half. Condon lobs it down low. Chinyalu, no. Gets away with driving right down the gut of the defense and dropping a deuce for the Gators. Is my future. He's had a very interesting offseason. Put his name in for the draft and went through the G League combo and his all-conference guard to do. Condon will defer to another big here. Jump hook shot. Likes to go up-tempo as well as the free throw from Massey goes down. A great mid-major league over the years. As Mark mentioned, they made it to
on Florida, just very sloppy. This is exactly how they played against Florida A&M on Tuesday night.
An SEC hoops on a Friday night before a big football contest for Florida tomorrow against the Ole Miss Rebels. Teenager in Nigeria, attended the NBA Academy Africa before he got his chance to play power programs, if you will. We'll really start to find out just what this team is made of. We know what Walter. Few spots to our left. Lee Humphrey hit 39 consecutive games with a 3.
He's in NCAA tournament history for a career than anybody else. Maybe Florida's best half-court possession.
Line. Florida smothering D. Salukis gonna try on the drive. Yes, and then he is in the locker room. Clayton measures a three. That one's a brick. Go up top to Sykes.
Gotta
Now
be careful.
In the hands of Alik Bay.
Excuse me, Mike. You got to be careful about opportunity.
The Gators averaging 8.5 steals a game. Now it's Richard. I beg your pardon. That's here. Here comes Clayton.
Here we go.
Martin
Here we
again.
go. You can see it.
Got it. And a little pull. Well, he's got 6 threes now.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't right. I'm looking at it on the.
He looks to be exactly what they needed.
I heard a coach this summer say in a clinic something interesting. If you're going to give it to him, and so I think it makes for a better fit between
on the perimeter, which was a point of emphasis to improve this year in the development of their careers.
No!
Deep three? Are you kidding me? Elijah Martin. And a response to temporarily cool the flames of this as the board is collected here by Richard. Aberdeen in stride, 4-3, left it short.
You think Mark?
It's pretty much instant offense off the bench. Off the leg of
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Yes! For Martin. That was just next level hot and confident. I can't wait. The last one to hit 9. He had 11 back in 2000. It doesn't get any better. And it doesn't happen often. Extra shot, another block, and then another block. That's 3 on the possession, and then a foul from behind, and that's one of the few mistakes, a lot of continuity.
Yeah.
But Southern Illinois, no doubt, will be great in time. That was a great block.
That's where you're supposed to take your fouls, though.
Yeah. I haven't talked too much about Sam Alexis.
A pair of shoes like Alexis?
They're on order.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on order. I asked for extra neon. Now it's Aberdeen getting into the act.
Sure did.
Drive and kick. Not another one. Finally, no doubt about it. Transition here for the Salukis. Hout with another block. Left home at age 14 to play in Spain. Performed very well in the under-20 FIBA League where he played to Florida.
Yes.
So we talked about the history of Southern Illinois. It's a great tradition. Dan Cross still runs camps in both Carbondale and here in Gainesville.
Much better against the press.
Tough shot by Clayton, and there it is.
Of Davis and Deba on their wings.
Not another one. Hauk has already tied his career high with 17 points. Southern Illinois still fighting hard. Again, they're doing all this.
The normal thing is to relax.
Correct.
Take your foot off the gas. Be different.
Right.
So far, Florida
had an 11-0 run earlier. But it doesn't matter if Florida keeps burying threes. That Sam Alexis is ahead of the Gators, but no doubt they'll take what they can get to the tune of 15.
I have 20. Gators came from way back.
Yeah, they were down 18, and without Aberdeen's performance.
The Gator rotation is really 4 perimeter guys. Clapchar will make 5 for 3.
Great ball movement that time. The layup missed, the stick back missed, but
they're much better. What do I mean by that is when the pressure defensively pushes them.
Gators pretty badly in that one. Dwayne Shinsis had fans throwing tennis balls at him. For the youngsters out there, Google it. And then came back with 19 points.
There's another guard rebound.
It's not just bigs that get the key boards. Nice big-to-big pass there. And a two-hand slam for Chin. Reverse, no. Follow, yes. Typically, a Missouri Valley squad is not an easy first-round matchup if you get it. Kind of a shot
in, but they'll have 10 in the running. And you might be 6th in the league and be.
That's how strong the SEC is expected to be this year. Richard pulls the trigger on a three.
That's 3-point shooting. They're undefeated. That big win against Duke.
And they're doing it without a single.
I think it's official. We are on Martin watch.
Yes, we are. Steffi bottled up. Into the corner, it's Sykes in traffic. No. And 2 Gators. 2.5 to play here in Gainesville. Gators looking to go 6-0.
Love that.
How? Isaiah Brown, the freshman out of Orlando.
Brown hasn't had a lot of minutes, but he was actually.
Oh, you're chucking.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a good assist now.
No.
Florida's already got plenty of assists.
Whenever you get in the game, that's a good shot.
I developed that later in life. I didn't coach that way.
Yeah.
But that's never been the same.
No, it is not. Almost. Brown with a little razzle-dazzle. And then try to drop a dime. Nice save by the Salukis on the 4 for Florida. The Gators are going to improve to 6-0 and another bucket for Clapjar. Technically a Big 12 school now. Gators will be tested, but so he absolutely catches fire to the tune of 32 points.